Yes, it's your friendly phone fanatic again. Oh yeah, I'm loaded with verbal rap ability, baby. You know you inspire me to poetry. So listen while I recite naughty nothings that'll wet your eardrums.
I'd like to, yeah.
Oh, can I make sweet love to you, baby? What I'd like to do would be good to you. Hang up on me now, I'll be through. I'm living and I love it, waiting for the moment when you got time to kill. And if I get to love you, telephone mirror. According to the way you make me feel, I guess you'd call me an obscene phone call. I'm not gonna do that, baby. I'd rather meet you to meet. A sort of physical love like bubble. Oh, you're the sweetest fantasy I know. You. Excuse me if I seem obscene to you. I'm being real and that seems the thing to do. I'm living and I love it, waiting for the moment when you got time to kill. And if I can get your love, then what's a telephone mirror? I'm living and I'm loving, waiting for the moment when you got time to kill. And if I can get your love, then what's a telephone bill? Oh baby, why don't you just hang on? I'd like to, yeah. I'd like to make to you. Oh no, not that, baby. I wanna be real with you. Let me just breathe in your ear, baby. Let me see if I can hit that note again. I love it, baby. I like to get real funky. I like to make love to you. Come in and hit the like button. Hey. I'll manicure your toenails and make sweet love to you, baby. Rub my body with yours. Wait a minute, operator. Hey, I'm not talking to you. Blessings to everybody, man. Come on up in here, man. Come on. I didn't get a chance to, go live at 10 o'clock, man, because I had a consultation, that I had to deal with. And that's one of the inspirations on why I'm even doing this right now. I had another message in mind, but I switched it back to this after that consultation. Plus, y'all have been wanting part two. And I can already tell you now it's definitely going to be a part three, because part three is going to have that same, aroma of part one. Part two, I'm going in a different field because I really want to be a blessing to the ism. Now, in part one, of course, I gave so much, it was so much jewelry falling out my mouth. In part one, it was really a buffet of game from everybody of all lanes. And it's still going to be like that in part two. But this shit right here that I'm going to give is really for the pimping to not only take heed, but to use, in this present day and time, because we got to make the game look good. And not only make the game look good, but in the process of making the game look good, we saving our own lives in the process. And I explain that later on. I know that's going to go over your heads right now, but as I begin to explain and break it down to its minute and write the vision and make it plain and giving clarity and showing charity at the same time, as I like to say, putting paint where it ain't and saying what most niggas can't, you'll definitely have an outstanding understanding and you won't have no misunderstanding later on as I convey and say these things, But in the meantime, man, hit the like button. Yeah, get my likes all the way up, man. Yeah, get them likes all the way up. Oh man, they already showing love. Shout out to Acorns Productions, man, for previous game you given. This square learned a lot. I'm thankful, brother. I appreciate the 10. I ain't even got started yet. Y'all already showing love. I appreciate that. But listen, I appreciate all the financial contributions, but I need for this video to even be bigger, really, than all my videos, because I really want a trend to be set in the pimp game, for doing things for the community, donating to charities, being a blessing, to people, because no matter what lifestyle you live, always remember that God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. So you might be backslidden, or, your salvation was never written. You probably a sinner. You've been a sinner since the beginning. But at the same particular time, whether you've been a backslidden or you've been sinning since the beginning, God still reign on the just as well as the unjust. Seeing, what does that mean? Meaning that you don't have to be a righteous man in order to do something righteous. You could be in a lifestyle of carnality, criminality, but you still a blessing to the community, and God will bless you for that. Amen. And just because you gave some currency, I'm not saying that you're gonna get some currency in abundance back. I'm saying with the lifestyles that we live, mercy is a necessity. So by all means, give. But before I get all in my message, man, get my likes all the way up. Bill, appreciate that, fam. Good looking with the 5. Artful stage, man. Appreciate the 22. Good looking, fam. And do me a favor, fellas, before we even get started, take a link from the Simple to P and the Family channel and share that link within the comment section so people can have the opportunity, to come over that platform. Yeah, I haven't forgot about you guys. I just wanted to get us over 1,000 because that's one of the requirements in order for me to go live in the future on that channel. But yes, for those of you that don't know, let me take out some time to tell you about that. I've started a new platform called Simple to P and the Family. And on that channel, I will be posting the content of you guys. So for those of you that desiring to develop platforms, you know what I mean, you want to develop yours, or maybe, you want to create something that you haven't created, such as a platform. This is the platform for you to do it at. So whether you're a comedian, rapper, singer, musician, you could be teaching about credit. You could be giving your testimony concerning your life and promoting your book. You might be a business owner. You might be teaching how to become a business owner. Whatever you're teaching or giving, or, whatever entertainment, enlightenment that you got to convey within that particular video, just make sure that it's less than 10 minutes. And I'm going to post that on that platform. I'm supporting my people. Some of you are so gifted. Some of you are too charismatic and magnetic, man, to just remain in the comment sections of people. God has blessed you with so much of a gift for you to be looking at the gifts of others in amazement. Amen. It's time for the gifts within you, you know what I mean, to be manifested. And I want to be used as a yielded vessel to be a blessing to you, to help you get your own platform, or help you grow the platform that you're struggling with creating. So by all means, I need for everybody to click on the subscribe and bell button on my new platform. And I want you to send every video to Philip Gilmore. Let me spell it slow, because one brother, he was sending the videos to an email address, but because he put 2 L's instead of 1 in Gilmore, that's the reason why I wasn't going through. So I want you to send whatever you desire to send to this email address right here. The letter PHILLIPGILMORE at yahoo.com. Philip Gilmore at yahoo.com. Those of you that desire to send content so you could be promoted, and it would be wise of you, if you want your Instagram or your Snapchat or whatever you got going on, when you do that video, what you should do is announce, those platforms within the video so people can have the opportunity to come follow you. That's what you should do. Give me a moment. Want to be able to see the comments better. Hold on. There we go. Marshall, man, appreciate that 50, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. Good looking, fam. Yeah, bro, gonna definitely be on there. Yeah. Malachi, which, he's saying Marshall, but Malachi is definitely gonna be on there. If you like the vocals that, bro, basically, was conveying in my previous video, yes, you definitely need to go to that platform, because bro gonna be definitely posted a lot. What is that? Oh, Exponent P. Appreciate the 10. I don't know what currency. Peaceful. Appreciate that 20, fam. Tony. Death Row Security, man. Good looking, man. Appreciate that 20, fam. Balance. Oh, man. Man, appreciate that, fam. Peace and prosperity. Keep the game looking good. You know how we do. And Artful Stage, again, man. Appreciate the $22. Good looking. But, okay. Listen. Oh yeah, thanks for saying that. You guys could also go to Gorgeous Dre's platform. He got a new album out. You guys can go support Dre. Dre just released some new music. If you want to check it out, you can go to his platform. I think he has all the links that's connected to every platform, such as Apple Music, and he's on all platforms. So if you want to go check that out, you definitely have the opportunity to go do so. Let me see. Thank you, Rowdy, for that. Miss Light Jones, hey, baby. Trinity, hey, baby. Yeah, shout out to all the ladies that's up in here. Good morning to you. Yeah. But listen, before I get deep into my message, man, I just, I've always been transparent, and that'll never change. And I always talk to you guys, man, about everything. So I'm going to give you the inspirations on why I changed my message because I actually wanted to teach and preach and minister some game on another subject. But due to the fact that I had so much inspiration, coming from the consultation that I did earlier, and it made me think about the situation that I've had, that I'm not going to speak everything concerning, but I'm going to give you just enough. I'm going to give you just enough where you'll know, like, oh my God, exactly. So listen, as you know, Keisha from False Alert, not too long ago, was bragging about, getting me kicked out the country. And before we get started, get your fruit, because I want you to hear this. Get your popcorn. Well, you don't need no popcorn. Get your fruit. Yeah, grab your water and go get your fruit. Yeah, we up in here. Go get your fruit. Go get your water. Let's chop up some game right quick. Matter of fact, let me grab my Fiji. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm ready now. Yeah, I can preach for eternity. Okay, but look, so not too long ago, Keisha from False Alert had made it known that he had got me kicked out the country. And some of you were so deceived that you actually thought that I was out the country. You thought that I was back in the States. Some of you wasn't that gullible. Some of you actually have minds and you're a doubting Thomas. So if you don't see it, if I don't confirm it, you don't believe it. And blessings to you for having a mind, because many people texted me, they called me, got at me about the shit, right? So I began to think, I said, damn, I know we've said things back and forth, but man, what type of person would go out their way to do something like that? I expect, a woman, that's bitter, to do something like that. Because I always said the heart of a bitter woman is the fountain of hatred. And so I expect, a female, as R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, I expect a woman to do things, out of bitterness, out of hatred, to do some things like that. But I would never expect someone who has a penis between his legs, a guy, to do what I ended up finding out what transpired. I didn't, even though I knew that he was blowing smoke and he has done it, in times past, this time was a little bit different. It was something on the inside, compelling me, man, to check into it. And that I did. So, I called around, man, looking for, the best lawyer, about this particular situation out here. And I always remember, man, oh, I got a lawyer. No, you want a lawyer that specializes pertaining to that situation. And I got one of the best right now. And so I ended up getting the whole motion of discovery, as they out here, they call it the disclosure. Okay. So they give me the disclosure, and I ended up finding out that Keisha from False Alert has been endeavoring to get me kicked out of Canada, since 2019. Now, as I came here, in December, I believe the 18th of 2018. I came there then. I came here then. And, around February, I forgot the date, whether it was the 9th or 10th, but months later, Keisha was endeavoring to get me kicked out even then. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he had been calling immigration, and he told immigration that my YouTube channel is an educational center, is an encouragement center for human traffickers. All right. So with him telling the people that, And he also told them my history within criminality in the previous years. So with him telling the people that, immigration, they checked into it. He said, how was he allowed to get in Canada with his criminal background? How was that allowed? And then he's not married. He doesn't have a child with a Canadian citizen. And he's been there, for over 6 months, because that's usually the thing, man. You know what I mean? When you come to a new country, such as Canada, you come here for 6 months, and then after 6 months, if you haven't got your citizenship or what have you, even though that's gonna take a while, they expect you to leave the country after 6 months. So, he was like, how come he didn't leave the country after 6 months? This guy been there for 3 years. You know what I mean? How could y'all let that be going down? He's a pimp. This is all in writing. So of course now I understand that when he asked Sharp, it was well, not that old. Was that before the year started? That was either before the year started or when the year started. Either December or January, that it was Johnny Cash, Kenny Red, it was Ocean, and then you had Sharp. And he asked Sharp a question. He said, have I ever got anybody arrested? Have I ever got anybody locked up? With everything that I've done, have I ever got anybody locked up? Have I ever got anybody arrested? And what killed me was, Ocean, of all people, had called this dude a real nigga. Hurt my ears to hear that. But then Sharp went on, I guess, maybe he was high or drunk, I don't know, but he couldn't come up with an answer. Well, I'm here to say this morning that he would never be able to ask me a question like that, because not only was he doing that with me cross country, now it's internationally. Now, he's been endeavoring to get me incarcerated, even here in another country. So he wouldn't dare ask me or Freeze a question like that, because eternity is not enough time to talk about the different times that this individual has been endeavoring to get us incarcerated. And I want to basically add some more to it. Even the so-called OG that he had from Chicago, that's really not an OG. There's just basically another buster, wearing clothes. That particular person, the reason why I'm looking at him funny, if you see an individual calling the police on somebody, if you see an individual endeavoring to get a person incarcerated, because the real thing is this. I ended up finding out not only has he been trying to get me back to the States, but this motherfucker actually been trying to get enough probable cause so when I get kicked back to the States, the feds can basically create a new case for me. It's so much that you guys don't know, and I'm not going to speak on that. But let me just give you guys the 100 on this. Anybody that knows me, you know that I'm a very highly confident person. And you know that even now, that wouldn't even make sense. For those of you that's been watching me for years, like, damn, why Sin stop showing his face? Why Sin, of all people, stop showing his face, on social media? Why? You can't say, when Sin was in shape or attitude, all that old goofy shit, that ain't nothing but jokes. Sin was big as hell and was all on social media, so that don't mean nothing. You can't say that Sin was scared of these busters, because Sin was, even after the scandal, after niggas was talking all of that bullshit, they still didn't come out at the man's house after Keisha had already put the address out. Clyde, none of them niggas that already knew where he lived, none of them came there. None of them called him. They knew his phone number, address for over a year. That man was still in the States, untouched. So why did Sin stop showing his face on social media? What happened? What transpired? I'm here to tell you that, is a situation that is currently still in existence. And not only that, with this idiot doing what he was endeavoring to do, that's why, I disappeared. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to maintain my situation, and there's other things I want to say, but those that been through some shit that really, had to pimp through some things, you understand what I'm saying without me saying it. But you should have known that something was wrong, because this is a person, especially those that know me, this motherfucker arrogant as hell. Seeing know that he handsome. I'm a handsome black man. I want to be seen. And then for seeing to lose all of that weight and then disappear, right at the thick of it, right when it was time to talk arrogant, it was time to show off, it was time, and then for him to disappear like that. Now, there was, I ain't gonna lie, when I did disappear, I was having a lot of fun. That's true. But I had to use wisdom so I could maintain my situation, because I knew motherfuckers was endeavoring to bring me back to the States. And the purposes of bringing me back to the States, was to basically cause another case. Even though he won't be successful at that, I just now have proof of your endeavors. Now watch this. This individual is so goofy. Keisha was so goofy that the bitch ended up sending some paperwork. He sent all the paperwork of all my cases. Even this, listen, this motherfucker is so petty that this individual sent all of the, you understand me, paperwork concerning my cases, even the cases that I got dismissed. You know what I mean? Now, if you send a bunch of cases in that got dismissed, you just trying to say, oh, okay, I see the trick. He just trying to pile a whole bunch of paperwork to make it seem, to make me seem bigger, than what I am. I don't even know why a goofy is calling me right now. Hold on for a minute. There we go. But, I don't even know why, that you would do that. I got a sharp mouthpiece. You knew what I was going to do in that situation. But the man sent, a plethora of old cases that has been dismissed. And I'm like, but then I thought about it. I was like, oh, he trying to basically pile up a whole bunch of cases, to make things appear to be bigger than it is. I get it. So when he told you guys, yeah, they arrested him, and yeah, they told him to leave, and he didn't leave. I don't know, maybe he, was just lying, or maybe he was misinformed, but I was never told to leave Canada. I don't know where he got that from. You know what I mean? I don't know where he got that from. I was never told to leave Canada. But this is what I will give you. The situations that did, now notice I said plural, situations that did occur, due to whenever the immigration situation came up, one of the reasons why I was always able to do the hokey pokey around it and pimp around was because of my works outdid his motherfucking words. Oh, I gotta preach this. Listen, my works outdid his words. P, what you mean by that? Listen, when we had a meeting, and that did transpire, as far as being told to leave Canada and being able, come on, you got to just use your common sense. It's not common. How am I? Why would I be told to leave Canada and then I'm going live at the same location every day? Every day. And let's just keep it 100. I know you're getting pissed off because they don't know like you know. I know you checked all into it, goofball. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking over this city hall. Yeah. I'm looking over this city hall. Yeah, 37th floor. Yeah. $4,100 a month. Overpriced though.
Ain't doing that, but that's just because of the area and the view in my bedroom and the view of my living room looking over City Hall in the Square One area. Yeah, nigga, I know you looked at the places. Yeah, I know you seen. I know you seen how I'm living. I know you seen how I've been consistently able to pay. You understand me? That little $4,100 a month, which ain't shit, but it's just some shit that you can't do. Yeah, I know. I know that pissed you the fuck off. That a nigga living better than you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you checked all into that shit, nigga. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That gave me a mental climax like a motherfucker. You understand me? Just to know that I'm pissing you the fuck off. Yeah, I can't even lie to you, man. Webster's Collegiate Dictionary can't even define how motherfucking, you understand me, how I felt. Just knowing that it pissed you off that a pimp was looking over motherfucking City Hall in the Square One area, nigga. I knew that pissed you the fuck off. I knew that that really made you mad, man, and really had you upset when you found out how much I was paying consistently to stay here. I know that sit up there and fucked up your panties, man. That fucked up your pussy for a little while, nigga. Cause you's a mark. No accomplishments, damn near 50 years old and ain't accomplished a motherfucking thing. I know that pissed you off, man. I know it did. You know what I mean? And just to keep it 100, man, just to let y'all know, this place that I'm staying at, it ain't shit. Saying, why you say it ain't shit? Because if I was living in the States, we all know, man, if you staying somewhere and you paying $4,100 a month, man, shit, you might, depending on what area you staying in, you might be staying in the mansion. You know what I'm saying? You might be, depending on what area you in, but wherever you staying at, you at least staying somewhere straight. So I'm still, you know what I mean? It ain't like I'm not living the way I would be living if it was in the States. And that's another thing, nigga. I got more motherfucking money, nigga, than I've ever had, nigga. And my credit is better than it's ever motherfucking been. Why the fuck would you want me to come back to the States, nigga? To shine on you even more harder? To show you, you understand me, you'll never reach this particular level in the game, nigga? Yeah, nigga, let me just talk my shit before I get into my message, man. Yeah, man, it's true. Yeah, see him be waking up, you understand me, put his robe on and be doing consultations and shit. Yeah, it's true. While your friends and people, Miss Keisha, be working hard, and while you be thinking about pimps and thinking about other men to make $10 a month, yeah, it's true. I be having my feet kicked up, you know what I mean, lacing young pimps up, you know what I mean, lacing hoes up, talking to strippers, talking to ministers, talking to husbands and wives. Yeah, they be getting game from this pimping. Yeah, it's true. It's true that I got, you understand me, 3 Boston baked bean head ass bitches that don't have no kids, all under motherfucking, you understand me, 25 years old. Yeah, and I'm still motherfucking checking it. Yeah, nigga, it's true. Yeah, the hoe that I came out here for, yeah. I still got the bitch. Yeah, she's still a hoeing motherfucker. Yeah, nigga, it's true. Yeah, before I get deep in my message, man, let me just take my belt off one time, man. It's just so many motherfuckers that be trying to talk on this pimping. Man, be quiet, man. You know what I mean? Nigga, you's a waste of motherfucking existence, man. You ain't never sit up there and did anything that was official and beneficial in life, nigga. When you die, nigga, you understand me? When you die, nigga, you gonna die with a motherfucking false alert thong on, nigga. You ain't gonna have no motherfucking accomplishments, nigga. You not gonna leave your kids no legacy. Your whole legacy is talking about other men, nigga. You less than a bitch. It's some motherfucking bitches, nigga, that wouldn't even do the bitch ass shit you did. You know, these bitches got more balls than you, nigga. You understand me? It's some bitch ass shit you did. Some of these bitches would be like, nah, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't even call you a bitch. It's disrespectful to the bitches. I apologize to the bitches, man. You understand? I can't even call you a bitch. The only reason why I'm calling you a bitch, I don't even know no other word to sit up there and call your bitch ass. There is no word in existence to describe and define the bitchness, you know what I mean? The magnitude of bitchness that's within your bitch ass body, boy. You know what I mean? You just gotta, you are anointed with bitch ass demons, niggas, to do bitch ass shit. That's the only thing I can say about your bitch ass, nigga. You a cold bitch. You a whole bitch and a half and another half, nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't never met no bitch like you in my motherfucking life. And nigga, it's some more shit that I want to say, but it ain't the time. You know what I mean? I ain't like you. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna show my whole hand. I'm gonna wait till you sit up there and do some more dumb shit. And in the end, I'll sit up there and spank you again, nigga. Sit up there and lied to these people and said I got kicked out the country. And I'm sitting over there with my motherfucking feet kicked up, paying $4,100 a day to stay on the motherfucking 37th floor in the Square One area looking over City Hall. Nigga, you ought to smack yourself. You ought to smack yourself, man. You know, but getting to this game, man, that I never left. Yeah, you know, when they came at me, man, you know, when it was those particular appointments, the reason why I was able to get out of that, other than the mercies of God and, you know, God's favoritism pertaining to my ism, man. Yeah, the reason why I was able to get out them jams, you know, were part of it, you know, was, and I know you probably heard the recordings because, you know, you get recordings of everything, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the reason why I was able to get out of that was simply because of my works outdid your words. Because see, the way that you describe me to immigration, you describe me as a convicted human trafficker. Always remember that lies will never beat the truth. See, you try to do too much. Why did you tell them people that? You know that I'm not a convicted human trafficker. Why would you tell them that? I don't have human trafficking on me. I've never been convicted of anything pertaining to a child, you dumbass idiot. So once they seen that, and once I was able to define the NRS numbers on my convictions, and they looked it up and seen that, you know what I mean, that's true. Once they seen the confirmation of the information that I was conveying, you know, they was able to see that you are an individual who's jealous of somebody who's more popular than you. And what you did was called, because I even laughed when I seen the paperwork and it says anatomist person. I just started laughing. You know, me and Freeze had a ball. I was like, what do you do? Call star 67? But this is the thing. You know, you tried to overdo things and you ended up playing yourself. You know, you lied so much that once the truth was revealed, and then when it came time for me to say that this person is obsessed with me, and this individual basically, you know what I mean, had made the call simply because they're struggling with their channel. And once I was able to show your channel, and you had my face and my name all over, you know what I mean, your channel when it was in existence. And I didn't even celebrate that. I hope you do get your little channel back, because you didn't do nothing but make me some money. Yeah, bitch, get your channel back, bitch. Make me some more motherfucking money, bitch. Yeah, I didn't celebrate when you lost your channel, ho, because you made me some motherfucking money. Get back to work, bitch. Yeah, you sit up there and you take whatever, you know what I mean, letter or whatever you need to write YouTube, bitch, and get your channel back, bitch. I didn't like when you lost your channel, ho. Yeah, that channel ain't do nothing but motherfucking, you understand me, praise me. Yeah, you thought that shit was gonna mortify me, bitch. It ain't do nothing but glorify me, bitch. I ain't do nothing but make money off your motherfucking ass. I hate it when you lost your channel. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause a nigga like me, I don't do nothing but use negativity and hatred, nigga. It's motivation, nigga. You understand me, to be a greater me. That's all I do, nigga. I'm full of the word of God, nigga. There's nobody in the game, nigga, that can outdo me, nigga. I'm full of too much game. Too many pastors, too many bishops, too many Macs, too many pimps, you understand me, that sit up there and laced and been a blessing to me, you know what I mean, for some little motherfucking chronic masturbator, a loner, internet nerd, you know what I mean, like you, nigga, to be able to do something with me. Nigga, you not smart. You got these dumbass people thinking that you smart when you really ain't nothing but a loser who just got a lot of time on your hand, goofy. But yeah, bitch, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't like when you lost your channel, ho, because you made me some motherfucking money. You one of the reasons why my Patreon is booming the way that it's booming, bitch. I want you to get your shit back. You not finished. You know what I mean, bitch? I want your shit to be replenished. Come back, ho. Yeah. I'm not like these niggas. I don't get mad at people that made me some money. I don't want you to die. I don't wish nothing bad on you or anything. You didn't put money on my pocket. You didn't made bitches say, oh my God, he a pedophile. I can't fuck with him. And then they took their silly ass right to my platform, start checking out my content, and became fans. It's because of you. Negativity is just as much as a motherfucking necessity as positivity. That's the only way you're gonna get the electricity that you want, especially, you know what I mean, in this internet thing. You know what I mean? Kevin Samuels would never been as big as he is if he didn't have haters. Tommy Sotomayor would have never been as big as he is if he didn't have haters. It take haters, you know what I mean, to build an empire in the black sector. Black sector on YouTube. It take haters, man. You know, so bitch, I hope you do get your motherfucking platform back. You know what I mean? I didn't like when you lost that shit. Yeah. But yeah, man, back to this game that I never left, man. You know, when I was asked questions, Mr. Gilmore, you know, it says right here that, you came here for the purposes, of recruiting girls, for prostitution. And it's just a beautiful thing when you're able to say that, that's a lifestyle that I left alone. And which is true, because y'all know that I'm really just a comedian. Yeah, I'm just doing these things. Hopefully Tyler Perry will hear me one day. I can get in one of his films, and maybe 50 Cent might hear me, and I can get in Power or something like that. So I just be telling stories, from out my imagination, and people just so happen to give me the accumulations, for the beautiful imagination that I have, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Yeah, but I'm not doing no participation in no criminality. All my currency, man, come from this thing called legal. You did? Yeah, So when I was saying what I was saying to them people, I wasn't doing nothing but giving them the irrefutable truth when I told them that, that's a lifestyle that I'm no longer in. Nah, I just, I'm just using that to provide entertainment and enlightenment for the people. I'm really a YouTuber. Yeah, oh, well, what happened when you got, I said, ma'am, listen, at that time I had a girlfriend, that I didn't even know that was in that lifestyle. And, I was just a young man that had backslid from church, and I was just doing everything that I called myself big enough to do. At that time I was getting high, I was on them drugs, and out of state, out of mind, ma'am. And that's what happened when you leave the will and word of God. This is the results of disobedience, ma'am. I was just completely rebellious, at this time, and that's the consequences that happen for my rebellious actions, at this time. But after I got out of that correctional facility and got my liberty back in society, you can see that I did some things that benefited my community. See, this is when the game come in. As you can see, ma'am, I was the guest speaker at the Educational Center Convention, for 3 years. And I do have, Mr. Little can confirm that. Oh, yes, ma'am. And you could definitely call Dunbar Vocational High School, and they will tell you about the contributions that I made. And especially the one contribution that I made when Dunbar was on academic probation, how I came down there, and all glory be to God, how he was able to use me as a vessel, to give $10,000, for my school. And not only that, speak to the children, and give them words of exhortation that they don't repeat my history, but look at my history and decide not to repeat that, and so they can have a better chance at making history. Yeah, man. That's, yeah. My work's gonna always beat your words, man. you know. Now, to the youth that's listening in the game, once they begin to see how God used me to give $10,000 to my high school during the time when they was on academic probation, when they began to hear about how I told the children to not get involved in criminality, how I was facing life sentences at the age of 23 years old, and I began to minister that to the young people, when they began to hear about how I was the guest speaker at the Educational Center Convention for 3 years, when they also heard about me giving another $10,000 to children with learning disabilities and behavior disorders? Does that not sound like a man who has redeemed himself? Does that not sound like a man who has reconciled himself back with God? Does that not sound like a man that has completely turned himself around from that lifestyle that had him in a position to lose his life for the rest of his life in prison? So I say to every young pimp, every young Mac, every active participant in the streets, I'm not here to judge you or none of that. I'm saying that while you're active, I'm speaking for those that's eating at the buffet table. I'm not speaking to those that's messing with bitches that's making $200 and $300 by the grace of God. I'm talking to those who are at the buffet table of the game. Those of you that's at the buffet table of the game, you can afford to donate $5,000. You can afford to donate $10,000 and $20,000. Some of you eating at the buffet so good, you can give $50,000. You're doing so good in the game and you're eating at the buffet table so much that you can donate to your community. You can donate, to black-owned businesses. And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing that you can't do, that you will do under the SUN, that the SON of the Father ain't gonna reward you for. So even though that was years ago, I'm still benefiting from the times that I gave to the people. It wasn't my mouthpiece that saved me. It was the fact of the mercies of God, number one. And number two, which is number one, it was because of me being a blessing to the people that made my character renewed, replenished, revived, recreated. So I encourage every young representation to be a blessing, to the people. That's what saved me. That's the reason why I've been in Canada for 3 years, going on 4. That's the reason. See, at first, when those situations had transpired, I actually thought that was happening to me due to the fact that I had been here over 6 months, not knowing that these people wasn't even thinking about me. I would have been here 5 years, 10 years, 20 years without anybody thinking about me. Why? Because I've never been arrested. I've never been in anything criminal since I've been here in Canada. These people wasn't even thinking about me. But because of his hatred for me, because of his strong dislike, for my existence, for my living, that's what provoked him to do that bitch ass shit. And he told immigration, that I was still pimping and that, everything that I have and the place that I stay, it's all because of the earnings of prostitution. So they began to look into my situation. And for the young peas that's listening, that's another thing that was a blessing to me, is the fact that I stayed by myself. I live by myself. Now, when I want to allow one of them to enjoy themselves with me, or if I want something cooked, or if I want to get massaged, or if I want to be inside, of any one of my women, I get to decide on who I want to spend time with. But at the end of the day, I still go days and sometime a week without seeing any of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you that even if they was to bust in here right now, they wouldn't find anything. You know why? Because I live by myself. I live by myself. I learned from previous situations, how you can get a fresh turnout, and sometimes, you would take a fresh turnout to your home and you want her to be in amazement with your home. And everything like that. You campaigning at the broad, but when you get into certain positions in life, like I am, I can't afford for that to happen again. Therefore, No woman lives with me. Sin lives by himself. And until the game speaks to me, it's going to continue to be like that. And I don't see why the game would tell me to do anything different. Do I miss living in a house full of hoes? Yes, I do. I just like living around hoes. I like, seeing hoes walk around, titties bouncing up and down, ass is shaking and things, a bitch butt ass naked cooking my breakfast. You know what I mean? Getting into little arguments every now and then, what I mean? And then what I like about, when you living in a house full of hoes, if a bitch trying to keep a secret or trying to hide something from the pimping, but because this other hoe, she trying to get closer to you, so she'll use, what this bitch trying to keep away from you, she'll end up exposing that, because she trying to get closer. It's just a benefit of living with hoes, but there's also a benefit of living by yourself. For those of you, man, that I've been preaching this game so much, man, I've missed your contributions. Hold on. I can't see the screen. Oh, there go my baby right there. Yeah, she part of the Patreon family too. Appreciate the $5, darling, with your beautiful ass. Thank you. I miss living with hoes. Could you get my likes to 700? I would love for my likes to look like my viewers. Could everybody just hit the like button right now? And could the mods keep putting the link to my new channel, the Sinful to P and the Family channel? And could everybody click on the subscribe and the bell button there? And also, could you go look at the new video that I did last night on the Sinful to P Presiding Over Rebuking Service channel? Yeah, I had the roast Miss Blade Wars last night. So, you definitely want to check that out. If you're in need of a laugh, that video will definitely do that for you. So you need to check that out. But yeah, getting back to this game that I never will leave. It was because of my contributions to the community. And I'm still endeavoring to, even right now, and, I'm going to be doing something, in the future. I ain't going to speak on that, but I've been so much of a blessing. Oh, wow. I've been talking so much and I've missed the cash apps. Shout out to Christine. Good looking baby with the 50. Diane, baby again with the 100 on the PayPal. Quentin, good looking for the 5. Jay, my boy Jay Rail with the 10. Christine came again with $40 on the cash app. Thank you, baby. And a nigga named Davey D came in with the 10. I appreciate all of you. Thank you once again. But yes, this will make the game look good. This will separate you from other participants in the lifestyle. What participants in the lifestyle is doing things for their community? Very few. That was one of the reasons why I had to do what I had to do when we did what we did for Piucci. Because Piucci is one of the few that actually started something that was a blessing to the youth within his community. He was passing out book bags and pencils and notebooks and all of this stuff for the children. You know what I mean? He was inspired by love to give to the children, to give to the community. And do you not know that that was a blessing to him in the courtroom? Do you know how much of a blessing that will be to you, young pimp, when that district attorney is trying to make you look like a goddamn devil? When that district attorney is taking that false narrative and painting that, to the judge to make you look like a goddamn monster? They're not going to say nothing good about you. All of that, that don't even exist. They're endeavoring to make you into a nigga that is out and in these streets preying on the weak. They're trying to make you look like a demonic individual that's preying on minors, that's preying on women who have the mentality, intelligence of a minor. They're trying to basically make you into an individual that's living off the weak. And you need to do positive things within the community. You need to do some things that basically show your true character. Do you understand? When that district attorney is saying, Your Honor, he should not be released, he should not be able to have bail. The young woman said that she was kidnapped, or the young woman said that she was, abused, or the young woman didn't say anything pertaining to force. And I believe, Your Honor, it's because she's afraid of him. They say shit even like that. Your Honor, I do believe that she was being abused, but due to the fact of her being afraid of the consequences of speaking on the truth concerning what was really going on, behind closed doors, I think, Your Honor, that she's reluctant, on releasing the truth because she doesn't want her family to be hurt. They will paint any narrative that they can. And do you not understand, by not helping the community, by not being a blessing to the people, by not having any good works out here in the community for the people, you help their false narratives? My question to you, what have you done for the game? What have you done for children? What have you done for the youth? What have you done for the schools that you come from? Hell, what have you done for your family? Who can speak good on you? Have you just basically just been balling and you've been counting money and buying jewelry and cars? That's good and everything, but that ain't gonna stand up in court. Your lawyer not gonna be able to say, Your Honor, I object, my client is a very pimpish man and he did give back to the community because he spent $30,000, on Gucci clothes, and it was to give motivation, to the youth. Yeah, he came around the youth with a lot of Gucci on because he was trying to inspire young niggas, to come up so they could wear Gucci. No, Your Honor, that's incorrect. My client had Gucci interior, in his Benz, to inspire young niggas in poverty that didn't have no currency. And he wanted to show them that you can be a nigga and come up. Your lawyer is not going to be able to use that. That bullshit is not going to fly in a courtroom. So my question to you, Young P, what works have you done in the community? What charities have you donated to? What do you have on paper? What do you have that's been documented how you've been a blessing to the community? Have you ever created, have you ever given anything that was beneficial to someone? So let this be, I know, this ain't the, oh man, whoo, I feel like this is some real shit. This video should be bigger, than any other video really that I have. Because this game, man, this game right here that I'm conveying, not many people are utilizing in the pimp game today. This can be a blessing to you, just like it's been a blessing to me. So just to keep it all the way, real with you, when you facing them charges and when your lawyer can, say, yes, Your Honor, I just want to mention that, my client did donate, 5,000, to the AME, Episcopalian congregation. Also, I want to mention that my client gave another $10,000 to the Church of God in Christ, Living Word Ministry. And that's why we have Bishop Montgomery, right here that's present right now, Your Honor. Also, I want to mention, that he has given tens of thousands of dollars to Black-owned businesses. And that's why you have so many people here, Your Honor, who have written letters of recommendations, to have my client get his bail. And so even though the district attorney is telling you that he should not have bail, I want to say that my client has never, had a failure to appear in court. He's never absconded. He's never ran away, and also that he's been a blessing to the people. So, this whole depiction of him just being a monster and, running away with people, that is completely false, Your Honor, because as you can see, we have respectable people of all walks of life on one accord to speak on his behalf. That's why you got to give to the community. That's why you got to be a blessing to the people. Come on now. You say you get money. You say you pimping. You say you checking it like the house on fire. You say you doing your thing. What the fuck is 5,000? What the fuck is 10,000? What the fuck is 20,000? If you really sitting at the buffet table of this game, you gonna get that back. You can't outdo God in giving. Let me just get that to you right there. You can't outdo God in giving. You can't outdo this game in giving. So if you become a blessing to the people, you know what I mean, and God seen how much of a blessing that you was to the people, that's not gonna go unrewarded, P. That's not gonna go unrewarded. That might not get you into the kingdom of God, but it'll keep you blessed while you on earth being good to the people. Did you hear what I told you? It's not gonna get you into the kingdom of God being a good person. Because there's gonna be a lot of good people that's gonna go to hell on a scholarship. But, you know, being a good person and being good to the people, being good to the community, you know, that's going to, you know, keep the mercies on your life a little longer. Amen. That's going to keep you, you know what I mean, being able to maintain, you know, your liberty in society, you know, a lot longer. So I'm encouraging you to be a blessing to the people. It's other things I want to speak on, but I can't stress this enough. This is why I've been here for this long. It's not because my game is so strong. It's because that when I gave, I sincerely gave because I know the word of God says that he loves a cheerful giver. Amen. So you need to find a school. You need to find a business. You need to find, you know, something to give to that you can have documented that you was a blessing. Let me also give you this. Not only has that been a blessing to me, but that's been a blessing to women that I've presided over in previous years. I had a hoe that was on probation. But as I was sitting down, the game began to minister to me. And I said, I know, ooh. And I didn't know that that was going to work, but I didn't want to be exempt from trying it. So I started instructing that hoe to go to church. I told her, no matter how tired you is, when you come home from work, you're going to take a little hoe nap, you're going to get up, you're going to take your shower, you're going to get dressed, and you're going to go to church. You know what I mean? And not only are you going to go to church, but you're going to get good in with the pastor, and you're going to find out if there's some things that you can do, you know, as far as work in the church that can benefit that congregation. You know? Because I thought in my mind by doing that, not only would that be a blessing to the congregation, but that'd be a blessing to her while she's on probation. So when she speaks to her probation officer and she got a pastor, you know, speaking on her behalf, saying how she's changed her life and, you know, she's no longer in criminality and, you know, she's been a blessing at church. Everybody in church love her. You know, I know how powerful, you know, people in the ministry are in society. You know, I'm from the city of Chicago. I done seen it go a long ways, man. Like I told you, man, you know what I mean? I've really been blessed by the best, you know? So, yeah, I applied that game and sure enough, you know what I'm saying? Because the bitch was supposed to be on probation. I want to say 4, but you know what I mean? I don't want to be sitting up here lying. It might have just been 3 years and some change, you know, left on her probation. But yeah, man, that hoe got off, you know what I mean, just a year later. Yeah. Seeing what you're saying. Yeah, man, it took 2 years off. She pretty much got off, you know, without doing that 2 years and some more, you know, change that was left. You know what I mean? About a year of doing that, you know what I mean? The probation officer, you know what I mean, just let her off probation. She was able to get off of probation and get back to my business, you know what I mean, without doing that. Simply because I had her going to church. Simply because she was sitting over there, you understand me, asking the pastor, is there anything that I could do to benefit the congregation? See, I could teach this message for so long, Just being a blessing to the people will get you out of so many situations. Just like the situation that I just explained. Amen. So with that being said, like I said, I can't say it enough. I want you guys to find either a congregation. I want you to find a charity. I want you to do something that's beneficial to the community, that's going to bless you. For the young pimpin' that's listening, you don't know what tomorrow may hold. I've been told you guys, get you a lawyer that specializes, pertaining to pandering and, human trafficking cases. I've been told you, man, to sit up there, you understand me, and start a relationship off, with a good bail bondsman. Come up in there with a good 5 racks. If you don't got 5 racks like that, at least come in there with a rack 1,500. That's how you introduce yourself. Oh, P, I ain't got no cases this pending. Everything been smooth sailing. Hey, man, in this game, you don't know what's going to transpire tomorrow. Yeah, it might be smooth today. Tomorrow, it might be a motherfucking Euroclidon. Tomorrow, that bitch might get into a jam. Tomorrow, you might get into a jam. The best thing for you to do when you're in the streets is be prepared. You want to be prepared for anything. So with that being said, yes, you need to introduce yourself to that bail bondsman with them racks. You need to introduce yourself to that lawyer with them racks. And that's another thing that's going to sit up there and separate you from other participants in the motherfucking game, nigga. Because most niggas in the pimp game today don't got their shit together when it comes to, you understand me, a lawyer and a bail bondsman. Some know to do right, they just ain't applied it. Hey man, listen, I still got money, and I ain't even gonna say her name. Those that's pimping, you already know who I'm talking about. She still got a retaining right now. Yeah, in that Vegas, yeah, you already know who I'm talking about without me mentioning her name. Those that's in the game, yeah, she still got some of my money. I had to remember that. We was having a conversation, I was chopping it up with the ism, and out of nowhere, I had totally forgot. I was like, damn, she still got some money in mine. You know what I mean? Talking about the bail bondsman in Vegas. I got a bail bondsman in AZ. It still got, I'm all the way out here in Canada, man. I don't even need that no more. But you never know, I might decide to go back, to the States, and that's still gonna be a blessing, to me, when I return. So for the young P's that's listening, hold on. There we go. For the young P's that's listening, take care of your motherfucking business. Get you a lawyer, young P. Before you buy a Cuban link, sit up there, you understand me, and click on that link on Google, to search for good motherfucking lawyers that specialize, concerning your lifestyle. That's what you need to do. Before buying rings and chains, and putting, shoes on the truck or the car, Yeah, before you do all of that, before you even buy some more Z Gallery shit, to put up in your house, man, get you a lawyer. Introduce yourself to a lawyer. Introduce yourself to that bail bondsman. Get a retainer. And that's some good game that's gonna separate you from most of the motherfuckers that's professing to be this pimping now. Like I said, you want to be so good with that bail bondsman, you want to be so good with that lawyer. Hey man, when them hoes get locked up, hey man, all that bitch got to do is sit up there and jump on the phone with her wifey, and the wifey sit up there and communicate that with you, and it's already done. It's already done. Why? Because the retainer are already there. Yeah, and like I've been saying from the beginning, I'm going to say it again in the 9th inning. It just make the game look good, when them renegades, see a fine ass hoe with her hair done, nails done, feet done, and shit like that. That bitch just came up in there, get her mug shot, took her fingerprint. 2 seconds later, she was out of there and back to some motherfucking horn about, you understand me, a pimp's money. While renegades is in there still looking handsome, still looking foolish, talking about I don't need nobody. But the bitch sitting up there just looking dusty, still up in there. Like I said, this is what's gonna separate you from motherfuckers, you understand me, that just profess it, but really don't possess it. taking care of your business, being a blessing to the community. That's all I'm saying. Being a blessing to people, it go a long ways. Do you know how beautiful that is for me to be able to, in situations that I was in, to be able to call, you know what I mean, Dunbar, to be able to call, you know what I mean, Mr. Little, to be able to call Mr. Rothstein. You know what I mean? It's different individuals. It's people that I've been a blessing to, man. You know, and then there's other things that I did that I ain't even mentioned. You know, because it's for them to mention. It ain't for me to mention. But when you have planted your seeds, in other words, when you sow good, you will reap good. So I'm encouraging you to separate yourself from everybody else. Now, before I just leave that, you know, another thing I want to say when I say, you know, giving back, you know, another way that you can give back, oh my God. Whew. Oh my God. Lord, that wasn't even on my mind. But another way that you can give back is for you older niggas that's in your late 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, for these young guys, man, that don't got fathers in the home, they haven't been laced right, for you young niggas to start doing is being a man. I can't say it enough. In every message, man, we have to exalt manhood. I'm going to keep saying that in every message. We got to exalt manhood. And what I've been seeing lately is disrespect towards manhood. I've been seeing individuals endeavoring to create platforms and manhood is not being exalted. It's like they willing to sacrifice manhood in order for Instagram popularity. They willing to give up their balls. They willing to allow friends and partners to be disrespected on a platform that they're endeavoring to build just for internet fame, just for Instagram popularity. And I'm here to tell you that that shouldn't be amongst men. Do you hear what I'm saying? Niggas will allow a man that they've been pimping with for a decade or over a decade cross country. They will allow this man to come live with them on Instagram and to allow some renegade that ain't even thinking about paying them to call a partner all type of bitches, all type of motherfuckers, you understand me, in front of everybody. Appreciate the 20, baby. Good looking. Blessings to you. You know what I mean? They will allow somebody that they didn't pimp with cross country for all of these hella years to say, oh man, you know, I ain't want to lose no action. Rob, man, appreciate that 50, man. Y'all showing too much love. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know, that's like if Sapopa the Prince, who I've been knowing since 2007, that I done met in these streets, and Sapopa the Prince come on my Instagram while I'm live, and because I want to maintain my views, and because I want to maintain the pretty renegades, the popular renegades, the white bitches with blonde hair, with big paid for titties and paid for asses and shit. Some of them bitches, the lazy bitches that couldn't even work out 3 weeks just to lose a little stomach in the gym. She had to even have surgery on that. Them bitches. And I allowed Sapopa the Prince to come live with me. And right off top, when Sapopa the Prince started speaking on something, not being disrespectful, you know what I mean? Not being, you know, he's not, you know, being belligerent, but everything that he's saying is sound and intelligent. But because I want to maintain the views, and because I want my views to go up, and because I want to get popular on Instagram, I allow the pimping to be disrespected. And most of all, above the pimping, I allow manhood to be disrespected because I want the views and the likes and my platform on different platforms to get popular. That's disrespectful to manhood. And young P, that's another thing that will separate you from everybody else in the game, because majority of the niggas that's professing pimping today, they will accept disrespect just to sit up there and get popular, just to get clouded up. Oh man, that'll separate you. Oh, extended clips. Appreciate that, bro. That's my nigga right there. You know, shout out to the Bay Area, man. Shout out to the whole Northern Cali. You know, Southern Cali too, but y'all, Northern Cali, man, I just love y'all. Y'all know Chicago and Northern Cali, man. Too many similarities. But look, check it out. Listen, that will separate you. Exalting manhood, not tolerating any disrespect, not tolerating no neglect to instructions, no neglect, you understand me, to respecting manhood, exalting manhood, magnifying manhood will separate you from most of the niggas that profess to be pimps today. Because them niggas, I've seen niggas talk all of that pimp shit. And then a fine ass white blonde to come in with big titties. And don't let the bitch be in a foreign. Don't let the bitch have on designer. Don't let the bitch appear to be getting some money. And she'll come on there and she could just come on there just unruly. Y'all need to just realize that, you know, when you got a boss bitch in front of you, you know, to honor, you know, a boss bitch. I'm not no street walker. I ain't walking the streets for nobody, you know, and you just gotta understand, just coming on unruly. I'm not a streetwalker, and you know, you gotta respect the game. You know, I'm not gonna walk a blade. I'm not gonna get in and out of cars. I'm not gonna go hit a track. You know, I'm not that. I'm above that, darling. And if any man can't see, you know, that I'm above that, if any man can't see, you know what I mean, a boss bitch is in front of him, then honey, I don't need to be with you. Then honey, you know, I wouldn't be that bitch, you know, for you. You know, I wouldn't be that. And the whole time while she's doing that, so-called pimps is just letting this bitch just talk. I want to ask you niggas a question. When you ever see that on my shit? Now here go to the so-called, you know, pimping. You know, I'm doing this and I'm pimping like this. I'm mashing like this and I'm mashing like that. And when you really sit back, you'll be like, oh, so that's how you obtained what you obtained and maintain what you obtained. I mean, maintain. You allowed her to have your balls so you can ball. That's why you tolerate disrespect on Instagram, because it's a common language to you, because she's speaking the same language as the women speak in your home. Oh, I get it. Oh, I understand. Oh, I get it. That's why it's easy for these guys to tolerate disrespect. Guys calling women, you know, I mean, women calling, well, excuse me, females that profess to be women, you know, calling men bitches. Yeah, I see why you tolerate that. Because you tolerated it for years. That's why you drive what you drive. That's why you're in the house that you're in. That's why you have the jewelry that you have. It's not because you're pimping. You just know how to give your balls to prostitutes. I understand. Oh, I understand it. Yeah, you don't got to pimp to have materialistic things in the game. If you just put your balls on the table and you're willing to sign that contract, you know what I mean, the 304 no 16, you know what I mean, compromisation deal, oh man, and compromise them balls, oh man, you're going to have a lot of shit, you know what I mean, in the game. You don't got to, wait a minute, a lot of y'all got that fucked up. I'm telling y'all to stop looking at people. You know what I mean? Stop looking at. Hold on. Did my video stop? Can you still hear me? Hurry up. Let me know that you can still hear a pimp. Cause I told motherfuckers. Okay, you told me you. Okay, we here. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? So listen. You know what I mean? I thought it was over, man. You know what I mean? Cause I had got a call. You know what I mean? Arthur, appreciate the 10. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm good. Y'all let me know I'm good, man. Arthur, appreciate that 10, people. But look, check this out. One of the coldest ways, another cold way to separate yourself from others in the game you know what I mean, is to maintain your balls, to keep being a man in everything that you do. No matter how beautiful she is, if she popular for being a thief, if she popular for being a hoe, whatever she popular for, whatever she, you know what I mean, she might be attractive. She could be fine as hell. She could be the best definition of markability. She known for getting currency. Whatever she do, she's not getting enough money, and she don't look that fine for you to allow her to disrespect pimping, for you to allow her to disrespect manhood. No. You got to respect manhood so much that even if you was live with your enemy and a bitch was calling your enemy a bitch, oh man, I know some people ain't gonna agree with me, man. They don't see it like this. And I don't even, matter of fact, I even scratched the word enemy. A pimp that you don't like. He don't like you, you don't like him, but y'all two pimping motherfuckers. Sometimes it be like that. You don't like this pimp. That pimp don't like you. All pimps in the game don't have to like each other. A lot of y'all got that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like every pimp that's in the game, and every pimp in the game don't like me. It is what it is. But as long as we can, you know what I mean, respect each other to the point where we not endeavoring to disrespect one another, it is what it is. But even if I don't like this dude, for whatever, you know what I mean, thing that, or something he said that was unpimpish, you know, whatever, I still wouldn't allow this female that's professing to be a woman to disrespect him. You know why? Because that's just how much I respect manhood. That's just how much I respect manhood, nigga. It don't got nothing to do with him. It got everything to do with manhood. Oh man, I wasn't even thinking about that, but the spirit of the game is just all on me right now. There was a situation, I think the day before yesterday, all right? And it's this little group. Appreciate that 5, fam. Appreciate that. Good looking, man. Appreciate that 5. You know what I mean? Good looking. It was Jip and Ford. Appreciate that. Good looking. But it was a situation that occurred the day before yesterday. And it's a P with one leg. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's supposed to be a P with one leg. I never met him. I don't know him at all. But I've been seeing him on the gram for a little while. You know what I mean? He got one leg and he professing his pimping. Do I know him to be some pimping? I don't know him to be some pimping or not, because I ain't never pimped side by side with the man. But he's professing to be a P, right? But whether he's a pimp or not, one thing that I can see that he is a man until he do something unmanly, or getting into a continuity of doing things unmanly where I can take that title away from him. So far, I don't know whether he's doing what's vital to the title of a P, but one thing that I can see is that he's a man, right? So, you know what I mean? These little broads, they're supposed to be, you know, veteran hoes in the game. Because they got a group on IG, you know what I mean, the Vet Show. And, you know, y'all remember, because, you know, main Famous that got on my shit, and shout out to her. This ain't to bash her, but I'm just exalting manhood right now. And that's above Famous and any other bitch. Check it out, though. Yeah, man. So, you know, there was bitches sitting over there, you understand me, you know, posting the little picture of him kissing some woman, and they say it was a square. I don't know. You know, I don't know the situation. I didn't even get involved in all of that because it wasn't paying my pockets. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't know him like that. And not just that, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get involved in no situation when it's a population of niggas and bitches that look like niggas, you know, going after this one nigga. I can't join the population. If I see y'all already having a crucifixion for the man, you know, I ain't got to add on to it. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. If the man is in the wrong, ain't no sense of me joining in and being part of the get along gang with y'all. You know, I'm sitting for the peace, standing alone. So this how it is, right? So everybody's speaking on how he kissing this square and how he got this square bitch on the side. he be sending hoes, to work and sending hoes to do some hoeing, but he got this one square bitch that ain't selling pussy, and he taking her out, restaurants, fining and dining with the bitch, having a good time with her and all of this shit though, right? And they post a few pictures, put some narratives in the captions and shit like that. So what I didn't like was I seen Egyptian princess and other niggas just like him, liking on it, being in agreement, speaking on the man's pimping, speaking on him as a person, but they was doing it with the bitches. And young P, this is another thing that's gonna separate you from the niggas that's in the game today. We do not join forces with a hoe or a bitch that's not a hoe to speak down on a man. Even when that man is wrong, I'm not gonna come on one accord with a woman or a group of women to sit up there, you understand me, and minimize this man. If he's even in the wrong, that's for the bitch to do. She could just speak her mind, but I ain't about to put on no pom-poms, and we ain't motherfucking, bitch, you ain't Shawn Michaels, and I ain't Marty Jannetty, bitch. We ain't the motherfucking rockers. Yeah. Yeah, bitch, I'm not, Hawk, bitch. We ain't the motherfucking Legion of Doom. This ain't tag team back again. This ain't that. You know, I'm not gonna be robbing to a bitch Batman while she getting her Batman on a nigga. I don't do that. And that's what's gonna separate you, young P, from these niggas that profess to be pimps today, man. Not sitting over there, trying to join forces with hoes, joining forces with bitches, and doing bitch ass shit, trying to minimize a man with a woman or a group of women. We don't do that. Another thing that's gonna separate you, man, let me just throw that out there too. When you see a hoe, or some hoes or a bitch, making fun of a man, hey man, even if that shit funny, man, I turn my head. Y'all know the story. How many of y'all remember the Whole Foods story from last year? I was in Whole Foods, and I ain't gonna lie, the woman was fine, but she wasn't fine enough to be doing the shit that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to say something to her, but he was following the bitch in every aisle. So I'm at Whole Foods, and this certified, bona fide Harvard University goofy, was following this bitch, in every aisle. Like, because I even went to an aisle, and I so happened to see the bitch, and there he was again. And he was like following the bitch so much that I thought that, this was her dude or something. You know what I mean? But check it out. Make a long story short, when it was time for us to leave, the woman is walking to her car and and she's walking to her motherfucking car. The boy followed right behind her. He's right behind her, like he's with her. So I wasn't gonna say nothing, you know what I mean? But he following her right behind her. Sir, do not follow me to my car. Sir, do not follow me to my car, sir. Sir, she's loud as hell. She put that man on blast, man. Hey, sir, please don't follow me to my car, sir. Now look, as funny as that was, I wasn't gonna sit up there and laugh with the bitch. I wasn't gonna sit up there, and laugh at the man. I was gonna wait till I got by myself to laugh at him, because I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny as hell. But at the same time, because it's a man, and it's a black man at that, trying to have him some snow, he's sitting over there, you understand me, right behind the bitch, doing goofy shit. Because I'm gonna put it like this, man. If you didn't sit up there, you understand me, and get at the bitch in the stove, maybe you want to wait till you get outside, but to follow her to the car, you know what I'm saying? She didn't give you no rhythm or any type of, She didn't give you any type of inclination that she wanted to have a conversation with you. Sir, stop following me to my car. Sir, stop following me to my car. Listen, it was funny as hell, but due to the fact that it was a black man or a black male, I could not laugh in front of these white people. at this black man. You know, it's because of the type of man that I am. We don't do that. That's a no-no. We don't do that, P. And what I'm saying to you is this. You know what I mean? Even though I gave a square example, I'm even give a pimp example. Hey man, when you niggas be on dinosaurs and when y'all be on all them little platforms that y'all call pimp and hoe platforms, and when these bitches be talking shit about these niggas that profess to be pimps, hey man, a lot of that shit be true and a lot of that shit be funny, but I'm not gonna be laughing in the comment section or kikiing and ha-ha, you know, with the bitch, you know what I mean, while she's sitting up there calling herself roasting a nigga. I don't want this bitch to think, you know what I mean, that I'm cheerleading with her. I don't want the bitch to think that I done took off the motherfucking dress shoes and put on the heels and became her motherfucking wifey. So guess what? I won't be sitting over there, you understand me, kikiing and ha-ha with this bitch. And then a lot of shit, I'm gonna just keep that shit 100 too. A lot of you niggas be putting on the panties and the Victoria's Secrets and shit with these hoes, man. You be doing all of this shit. You be dirty macking niggas and be on some girlfriend shit with these bitches, and these bitches don't even be thinking about paying you. Hold on, let me get my shit. Hold on. Humphrey, appreciate that 10. Christine, thank you for another 40. My goodness, thank you, baby. You've been such a blessing. Shout out to that profile picture too. I don't know if you want me to put you on blast, but I can see that you're pretty too. Blessings to you, darling. You know, but y'all should already know when I'm getting ready to play. You know, these niggas be doing this shit for bitches that ain't even thinking about playing them, man. Damn shame. Let me go ahead and pull it out. Come on. We got to pull it out just for these niggas, man. Niggas be doing all of this with these bitches, and the bitches don't even be thinking about paying them. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta play that back, man. You know, because you niggas really be doing that, man. Niggas really be thinking that they got action at the hoe. They really think that they about to get some dough. They really think the bitch gonna sit up there and have a reunion at Western Union and take a bankroll to Wells Fargo in honor of they so-called pimping, man. Just to be sitting over there making deals, and, you know, niggas be sitting over there saying all type of shit that's contrary to the game and ain't even coming up in the game. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me play y'all theme song one more time. Yeah, man, and I, you know, I wouldn't even be right if I didn't play y'all other theme song. So I got to play y'all other theme song too. Yeah, man, this go out to all the buster ass niggas, all the niggas that signed the 304 no 16. You know what I mean? Compromisation deal. You know, you like, P, that ain't even a word. It is a word. A pimp just made it. You know, yeah, that compromisation deal, willing to compromise. Yeah, this song for you niggas too, man. This the song you niggas be dancing to Renegades. You know, they dancing with the Renegades, man. Let's go. You gotta fight with my homegirl standing to my left. Am I right? True blue, it's tight like glue. See, and a lot of y'all didn't even know that it's these niggas that ain't pimping. They the ones that do the high. They the one that do the high in the end. See, you thought that was Queen Latifah. You thought that was them, but it was actually a simp ass nigga that said. A simp ass nigga that said, hey, why don't we do this? You know what I mean? In the end. Watch this. Hold on.
Keep your head up, what? Keep your head up, that's right. Whenever this life gets tough, you gotta fight with my homegirl standing to my left. Am I right? True blue, it's hot like glue.
See, and that I just gave y'all game because see, if you go back, I'm not even playing. If you go listen to the original Living Single, theme song, it didn't have the high at the end. A simp ass nigga, he had made the suggestion and be like, look, we can't just end it like that. We gotta add this in the end. It was a simp that actually gave them bitches the inspiration to even add that. That's what y'all not knowing. You thought that it was the no. It wasn't Queen Latifah that came up with that idea. You know what I mean? That was their idea when they did we are single. And then the simp came in with the 90s kind of world. You know what I mean? He glad he got his girl. Yeah. Oh my God. It took a simp ass nigga to come up. Oh my God. Cause see, they was stuck. They had writer's block. They didn't know what else to damn, what else could I think of? And the simp was like, I got it in the 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girl. Hey man. But that's one of the things that will separate you is exalting manhood. It ain't just giving back to the community. It ain't just giving currency to charities, but really putting paint where it ain't, doing what most niggas can't, is exalting manhood in all circumstances, making sure that manhood is being magnified, making sure that manhood is being glorified to the highest degree. That's what, you understand me, is gonna separate your motherfucking ass from everybody else. That's what's gonna make women, real women, sit up there and gravitate to you. I like how he checked me. How I just, and let me tell you this: women like to see manhood being exalted. Women like to see men being masculine. A woman who is feminine will get in her rightful place when a man is in the presence doing what's vital to the title of a man in all walks of life. So even if she's belligerent, even if she's ignorant, even if she's fraudulent on other platforms, when she come in the presence of a man and he say, no, not here, darling. No, we're not going to do that here. All the bitch calling and, and nigga. Now I understand that you some snow and, normally, the guys, the niggas, the so-called niggas that you call niggas, those black males and black men who allow you to do that, they allow you to do that is because in hopes of having you. But darling, I don't desire to have you, especially as of now, because you're being very disrespectful. What I do? We don't do the nigga calling over here. And that's not even just with, white women. That's what black women do. Stop allowing women to talk like you talk. When you talking nigga talk with your nigga, that's you. But to be having some bride, you got a bride around you, you got a woman around you, and you allowing her to talk like she's some nigga on the street corner. I thought you said you was pimping, man. I thought you said you had dominion. I thought you said you was running things. Well, if you running things, why you allowing your woman or your women, to talk like a bunch of hoodlums, a bunch of ignorant ass special ed Ritalin babies on the street corner? I thought you was running shit. Men of honor, men of respect, men with standards, men that live by principles, men that's willing to die for what they believe in. They not just allowing a woman or women to be disrespectful in their presence. No. They preside over their women, and I ain't talking about beating no woman either. I ain't talking about beating no woman or putting your hands on her. You should be so valuable that once you even threaten to leave her or threaten to stop talking to her or threaten to stop dealing with her. That alone, will do more than a Mike Tyson punch. That alone will do more than Sonny Liston hitting her in the face. The fact of you just leaving her alone. Just the thought of it, should fuck her all the way up. You know? And like, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me. I told you once, and now I'm repeating myself. I feel very disrespected. I told you to stop saying that. I told you to stop doing that. I told you were being disrespectful. I told you that's not a way a woman conducts herself. And you've been fluently, saying the word nigga. I told you, baby, I don't carry myself like that. I don't allow women to use, that word. Now, when you was angry that one time, I allowed you to get some steam off your chest because I could see you were angry and you had been done wrong at that particular time. So the spirit of wisdom said, just allow her, to vent. And you was venting at that particular time, but now I see that you have the spirit of comfortability of not only using profanity, but using this nigga word. And if you think that using this nigga word is so important to the point that I told you to stop and you keep doing it, well, you don't like me the way you profess to like me because you like using that nigga word more than having this black man around you. You're going to have to make a decision, baby. Yeah, which one you like more? Having this black man around you or being able to use the word nigga? If you like to use that word so much, then I understand, baby. You keep using it, but you just won't be able to use it around me. That's a man. That is a man. You know what I mean? Oh, bro, listen. Let me just kick the dough down because the nigga is the top one. But let me just deal with all of this other stuff. Hey, man, why y'all be allowing y'all woman to just be talking on God? On God. Yeah, on God. On God. Hold on, bruh. Bruh. You have to separate yourself. One of the best ways to separate yourself in the game is presiding over your women, having women of respect, having actual women, that govern themselves accordingly. That will separate you from other people in the game. Because other people in the game is just getting paid, but they not pimping. Other niggas is just getting paid, but they're not being men to their women though. Now, out the three knuckleheads that I have here, I have two white women. And they know basically the consequences that come with using a nigga word. And guess what? I ain't never even had them problems. But if they was to use the nigga word, they know it's a consequence that come with that. And that consequence is me not dealing with them. And that's worse than me kicking the furniture out their mouth. Me not dealing with that hoe no more is more hurtful than me kicking that bitch down a flight of stairs, picking her up just to kick her down another motherfucking flight. Yeah, me not dealing with the bitch no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me not blessing her to even smell a Pimps cologne no more. That's more hurtful. You know what I mean? Than sitting over there kicking the bitch down another building just to go downstairs to see if she alive again, just to pick her up to kick her down another building. Yeah, not blessing her to smell a Pimp's cologne no more. Yeah, bitch, you don't even. I would tell y'all the cologne I got on now, but I know if I tell y'all niggas what I got on now, all you niggas gonna be trying to smell like this pimping. So I can't even tell you. Yeah, I got some new shit that's better than all that 1 million and all of that shit, man. This new shit killing all of that. No, I got some new shit low that's better than that. Yeah, this new shit that I got on right now, man. Yeah, that 1 million can't fuck with this. I can't even let you know. Cause if I let you know, you niggas gonna be trying to smell like this pimping. I can't let you have it, man. I blessed y'all with that 1 million years ago. You know what I mean? Before it even got popular. You know? No, no, y'all can keep guessing. No, I mean, I'm gonna let you keep guessing. But I got a few hitters in my refrigerator right now, but I got one main one. When them hoes come around, they just want to lay on me. Yeah, the bitch just want to lay between my legs. She just want to put her head across my chest. You know, while that pimp cologne sit up there and hit her whole nose. That's all. You know, while I sit up there and allow, you understand me, these pimp epistles, you know what I mean, to sit up there and reside and abide in her ears, giving her all you can hear buffet of this game. You dig? That's all. She just wants some good R&B and B and some jazz music playing in the background while I minister to her spirit with this pimping, you know, with this cologne, you know, just disrespectful, just game banging, you know what I mean, just bombarding her motherfucking nose and shit. Yeah, she just want that, you know. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it so real. I ain't even heard Kevin Samuels say this one. I don't even think he know about it. And I know he hip on a lot of shit. But yeah, I don't think Kevin know about this one. No, I don't. You know, and that ain't to be arrogant, but yeah, I don't think Kevin Samuels got this one. And he usually up on his cologne game. But no, he ain't up on this one. Jay, you need your ass beat, nigga. You understand me? That's why your last relationship didn't work. Cause your bitch asked you to stop using jupe and you just wanted to keep using. You refused to stop wearing that jupe. Your last girlfriend told you that she was allergic to jupe. She told you that she was allergic to you going up in Walgreens, nigga, taking motherfucking, you understand me, magazines and rubbing your body down, you understand me, with jupe on the pages. You a grown ass man. You should have learned from that time that you got arrested, Jay. You remember that time, Jay, you got arrested because they thought you was in the store doing something sexual to that magazine? You understand me? But you wasn't doing nothing sexual to the magazine. You wasn't trying to fuck the magazine. You were just trying to wipe the jupe all over your body before you went on that date. But you ended up getting arrested because they thought you was doing something sexual in the store because there was kids in the store. The kids had walked in the aisle and seen you, you know, putting that magazine in places that was inappropriate. You know what I mean? So after all of that shit that occurred, Jay, with you using jupe, I don't even know why you still using that motherfucker. That's why you lost your last relationship. What's wrong with you? Better leave that jupe alone. Hey, that nigga still wearing that jupe, man. He's still wearing that jupe. Oh shit. He said, why you bringing up oh shit? Oh, I fucks with my nigga Jay. Shout out to Jay, man. You know what I mean? I told y'all, man. Hey, matter of fact, while I'm playing, another thing that'll separate you, young P, from these other niggas that profess this pimping, pimps, we ain't wearing axe. Yeah, man, these niggas be wearing jupe. They still wearing Cuban cigar. You know, these niggas still wearing cool water. You know what I mean? These niggas are still wearing brute. You know what I mean? Niggas is going in Walgreens spraying 5 pounds of Axe all over their body and walking out the store trying to pimp. Hey, they be going in Walgreens and sitting over there putting on 5 pounds of Axe and just walk right out of motherfucking Walgreens and just go pimp. Oh shit. I'm about to go knock me a bitch now. Woo! Yeah, this shit gonna last me a good 2 hours. This act's gonna last me 2 hours. I could go pimp for 2 hours, man. I'm going straight to the Greyhound. I'm about to knock me a bitch. Hey, we don't wear that. Young P, let me speak on that. Get your colognes. You know, get your colognes together. You have to find what works for you. Listen to me. Don't just, oh my God, I can't stress this enough. Don't just buy, oh Lord. I wasn't even going this way. That wasn't nothing but the game using Jay when he did that. Hey, let me say this, man. Just because something is expensive, that don't mean that that's perfect for your body chemistry. Do you hear me? Niggas be buying cologne, and because it's expensive, he think that he the most pimpish. Clifton, appreciate that 10, pro. Don't, and he think just because he got the most expensive cologne that he smell the best or he the most pimpish. When the cologne that he got on, it don't fit him. You have to understand that they got some expensive colognes, but it don't fit your chemistry. That don't go along with your scent. Young P, don't just buy an expensive cologne and you think that you own with the cologne game, with that. No. See how whenever I start talking about hygiene and smelling good, look how the numbers just drop. You niggas is nasty, man. Listen, I know y'all not used to getting y'all nails manicured and y'all toes pedicured. You're not used to, women taking showers with you and shit, washing your dick and balls. You're not used to women, giving you massages and things. You're not used to that. You're not used to really living like a king. You used to getting paid, but you're not living like no king though. No, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you getting paid. Yeah, you breaking on the bitch, but you ain't really living that pimp lifestyle though. Not like that. Yeah. I wish these niggas would tell y'all the truth, man, and get out their feelings, man, and tell you the truth of the things that they saw when they was at my house. Yeah. And that ain't no shit that I got from pimps either. That's things that I got from pastors. If we really gonna be honest. I was used to going over different elders and ministers' houses and seeing them being massaged by their wife. Man of God talking to me, and while the man of God talking to me, his wife is massaging his shoulders or rubbing his feet. Not because he is a pimp, because he's not a pimp. That's just a wife, you know what I mean, treating her husband right. You know what I mean? I've been around that. So the same things that I seen and heard and was taught in different walks of life, I brought that over here. Let me say this. This ain't just the young pimps. I really wish that you guys would listen. Just because a cologne is expensive, man, that don't mean that that's your cologne to campaign with, to pimp with. That don't mean that. Because many of you, man, got some expensive colognes, but you still be stanking. And you think a nigga can't tell you that you don't stink because it's expensive. Then a lot of you be going a day or two without taking showers. And you go a day or two without taking showers and you think that you okay because you spray some expensive cologne on. That's another thing, young P, that's gonna separate you from these niggas is taking showers every day. I know, man, some of y'all shaking y'all head like, nah, pimps take showers every. I agree. Pimps do take showers every day, but not every nigga that profess to be a pimp takes showers every day. It's a difference. Having good hygiene, getting up in the morning, turning on some good ass old R&B, some good Curtis Mayfield, some good dramatics. Have you ever took a shower, man, with Anita Baker just singing? I could call hoes right now and they'll tell you that, man, it's been times I've been calling Sin and he ain't even picking up the phone. Why? Because, and I know y'all be laughing at me, I don't do it as much as I used to, but man, have you ever been in that shower? You know what I mean? You ain't washing your hair, or maybe you ain't have no hair. But when you got your headphones on and you just taking your shower, man, or maybe you might not have no headphones on. You know what I mean? You got your stereo or your Beats Peels on or whatever. And you just got that music just bumping. You know what I mean? And you just sitting over there having good memories. I ain't talking about no masturbation either. I know you niggas like, oh man, Sin be in the shower just having a kill session. He just shooting everywhere. No. But yeah, DJ, sometime, man, I used to have my headphones on, man. I just be in the shower, man. You know what I mean? An hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, man. Just listening to some good ass music, man. Just letting that hot water hit me. With Anita Baker just singing all in my ear. Or some good Minnie Rippleton. Just she hitting all these high notes all up in the pimp's ear, man, while I'm just taking a shower, thinking about this pimping, thinking about things that was said, or thinking about something that was done, meditating on pimping, letting the spirit of pimping minister to me, while I'm all up in this shower, you dig? Believe it or not, some of these messages that a lot of you niggas was like, oh man, that was a blessing, P, or man, that was powerful, P, or damn man, I've done watched this 14 times now. I done watched this 20 times now. Hey, check that out. Some of them messages came to me while I was in the shower. Cause I'll be thinking about what a hoe did or what was said or a certain event, and while that music is playing, man. And then sometimes a certain song came on, and I began to just think about the lyrics of the song, and then the game just hit me all at once. Real talk. And bitches is just calling and calling, and I'm getting upset because every time they call me, they interrupted my music. Like, damn, bitch, ain't you tired? All the hours you put in last night, go to bed. Like, leave me alone. You know? Right. Come on, Divine. I'm just talking about a fly nigga, man. A fly man gonna keep his dick and balls. A fly nigga gonna stay clean, man. You know? And I know some of you squares can't, I know some of y'all think that the pimpin' be lying. But see, what I'm about to say right now, this so regular. A pimp, with his women, begging to spend time. Or begging, what I mean, for him to sit up there, you understand me, and you know, entering, as I like to say, enter into a physical safari with her. Yeah, she want to go on a physical safari with this pimpin', she begging for it again. And the pimpin' like, no. Hey, it's just regular shit. But I just want to tell you this. Pimps don't have dirty nails. Pimps don't have, so if you got dirty fingernails right now and you say that you're a pimp, I'm not saying that you're not a pimp. You just a nasty pimp. Yeah, man. Go get a manicure, P. Yeah, go get a manicure. You know? Go get a man. And matter of fact, have your women matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something. Can you guys hear me? You said my mic. Can you guys hear me? Is my audio messing up? She said my audio is messing up. Let me know if you can't hear me. I thought I sounded good. A little, we hear you. We hear you, but your mic popping a little. Damn, you know what? That's probably because of that call. Give me a second though. Yeah, everything was cool before that happened. I guarantee you when this video in, you won't hear no cracking though.
Hello. It's okay. You can turn the music back on. Sorry.
Yeah, hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm currently, live and everything. But after I finish this live, you know what I mean, I am hungry.
Okay, yeah.
So, after I finish this live, I'm gonna definitely need some more bananas. I done ran out of grapes. I done ran out of oranges. And I need some more lemons. And I want some more salmon too. Yeah.
Literally. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
go ahead and handle that. I should be done at the latest, probably the next 1,200 seconds. But in the meantime, go take care of that dollar.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
Talk to you later.
blessings. So listen, you know, and listen, and I only use her because, of course, that one been with me the longest. When they say, "Sin, why you come here?" Look at Shay. Shay like that. Okay, yeah. Hey, but listen, when a man is taking care of you, and when you taking care of that man, that's how it is. You know, see how it's just no fight back, none of that. Some of y'all can't even do the simplest things like that. If you call your woman right now, or any of your women right now and say that, they're gonna be like, whatever, and go to bed on you. You know? I'm just gonna get some Wingstop. Nah, I ain't getting no Wingstop. Shout out to Rick Ross though. I see he getting paid. He doing his thing. I can't even lie to you. That's what I'm endeavoring to do. That's another thing that'll separate. In the future, I want to have so much money, man, that I get me a farm. Yeah, I want a farm, man. I definitely want a farm. I would love to have a farm. That's another thing that will separate me, you know what I mean, from individuals in the pimp game, man. I need a farm. Everybody in the pimp game ain't got no goddamn farm. No, that ain't the one, man. But nice joke, but I feel you, but no, that ain't the one. Uh Making my life beautiful. That's the other snow. That's not that one. You gonna be farming in the Versace. Man, knock it off. No. I wanna while you bullshitting, you know, that's what I want though. I want a farm. That's gonna separate me from everybody else in the game, man. You know? I want fresh food. You know, the probability of me living longer, you know, will be higher with me having a farm. I would love to have a farm. So, yeah, that's another thing. I'm always, you see how I'm always looking for ways to separate myself from everybody else? That's how I want you to be. You know, and everything you do, I want you to separate yourself. What am I saying? Originality. Originality is a necessity in this game, man. You know, I want you to be original. I don't want you to be a cheap copy. You know, separate yourself. I told you to give back to the community. I told you to exalt manhood. I told you, you know what I mean, to look good and smell good. And another thing that'll help you smell good too is what you put in your body. You got to put the fruit in your body. Oh man, it just dropped on me. Hey, listen, you know, them women that produce better behavior if you watch what your women put in your body, in their bodies. Some of them attitudes that you guys be having is because you allow your women to put certain things in their bodies, man. That's why the behavior is the way that it is. You allowing that bitch to eat all them demonic spirits. She eating depression. She eating discouragement and all of that shit, man. Hey, man, take that out that woman's mouth. Don't allow your women to eat McDonald's. Don't allow your women to eat Burger King. Don't allow your women, you know what I mean, to be eating Checkers. You know what I mean? No, man. Love your women. Because I love you, I can't allow you to eat this destruction. I can't allow you to eat, you know, death. I can't allow you to eat, you know what I mean, your demise. I can't do that. Not on my watch. Because I'm really pimping and I love you, ho. Yeah, so because I love you, you know what I mean, I'm going to correct you when I see you doing wrong. Yeah, you're not going to eat that around me. But I understand, you know, a lot of y'all not pimping like that. Y'all can't tell y'all, you know, women what they can eat, what they not gonna eat. You know, you just collecting some money, but you're not really pimping though. You can't tell your hoes, you know, we about to work out, or this is what y'all gonna read, or you know internet for a whole month. You know y'all not pimping like that, man. You can just keep it real. You can't tell your women that they gonna go on a 30-day fast from the internet. We not doing no internet. I got all of y'all phones New phones, and on these new phones, you can't have no access to the internet for 30 days. Some of y'all know, man, you're not gonna be able to maintain that situation doing that. Come on, man, let's keep that shit real. Everybody not pimping on that level. You know, let's just keep it real. You're not. You're not pimping on that level. If you say right now, no TikTok, no Instagram, the hoe gonna blow up. Niggas in there laughing and bragging, yeah, man, the bitch that been down with me, man, for 5 years. She really loved my pimping. Go tell that bitch no TikTok. Go tell her no Instagram and see if she stay down. Punchy, man, appreciate the 20. There go my little bro right there. You know, he know. Punchy know. Punchy just had a situation, you know what I mean, like that. You know what I mean? Different P's know. You know what I mean? Tell that bitch next time, hey, watch this. P, what punishment can I give a woman, you know, without putting my hands on her? Take the internet from her. P, she just did this or she just said that. How can I hurt her without physically putting my hands on her, you know, so she can maintain her marketability? I don't want to put my hands on a woman. You know, how could I hurt her without physically take the internet from her? Taking the internet away from a bitch is more hurtful than Holyfield hitting her in his prime. It's more hurtful, man. Take the internet from her. There is no heavyweight boxer that can hit a bitch harder than a pimp taking the internet away from that hoe. That's another thing, you know what I mean, that might separate you. Since we talking about separation, you know, I don't know how long you'll be able to do it, but to have a group of women that's not so that like that's their world. The internet is their world. To have 2 to 3, oh my God, 5 women in this era that the internet is not their world. You know how beautiful that'd be to your game? You know how beautiful that'd be to your pimping? I know it sounds impossible, but it ain't. I believe you can have it if that's what you desire to have. You know, I believe that a pimp, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna get it, that'll leave a lot of y'all, but just like preachers and teachers used to preach to their congregation and tell people that the TV is the devil. There were certain ministers in the 60s and 70s, you know, that used to tell their congregation, they used to call the TV the one-eyed devil. And they would preach and teach so much against television and give the depiction of the television being of Satan. They used to call it the one-eyed devil. And they'd preach and teach so much against television that the people would feel condemnation for watching television. Do you hear me? The people would feel condemned watching television. If they died at that time while they was watching television, a lot of people would have felt like they was going to hell. And I'm using that example to show you that if that preacher and that teacher can indoctrinate the minds of people within their congregation to believe that watching TV was of the devil, just imagine a pimp that basically convinced a group of women that Instagram and TikTok was contrary to the game. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's not that they not hoes. It's just that they don't represent the game like y'all. Yeah, because all the ladies on that Instagram and TikTok, you know, they really disrespectful to each other. 1 minute they cool with each other, then they trying to reveal each other's secrets, then they trying to throw dirt on the nigga that they've been paying for years. It's just all type of ungodly, unpimpish, unhoish things that transpire on that internet. That's why I don't even, you know, I don't even be on there like that, and y'all don't be on there at all. Just like a preacher can preach it, a teacher can teach it, a pimp can pimp it to the minds of his women. You know what I mean? That's not your world. Now, I allow mine to be on the internet. They got internet access, but that's not their world. And it has been times where I have completely taken the internet away from all of them. All three. No internet. That's my punishment. It's other punishments that I use, but that's one of the punishments, that I use, man, that I know that's very hurtful. Because I got one beautiful young black woman that's under me, and she likes TikTok. So if I tell her that she got to go 30 days, no TikToking, no nothing, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's hurtful to her because she like TikTok. Me personally, I don't got an account on there, but she loves that shit. You know? But what separates, my pimping, the way that I preside, as of now, is I don't allow my women to watch anything or just hear anything. The same way, you know how your mama or your daddy that was spiritual used to hear you listening to different worldly songs and tell you to turn that off? That's the same way I am with hoes. Yeah, turn that off. That don't sound gamish. That sound contrary. Yeah, turn that off. Any of that, when I hear foolishness coming from these female artists that's pretty much exalting, being alone. You don't need no man. Or if I hear any type of bullshit like that, any bullshit being conveyed in songs, right off top, turn that off. Because I know how powerful music is. And I don't want that song to minister to the spirit of this hoe. And she's dancing because of the vocal arrangement and the melody and the melodic voice that's conveying the message. And now the message is ministering to her spirit and fucking up the hoeing. So no, I don't allow that. And you shouldn't either. My women can't watch love and hip hop. Why? Because they doing things on there and saying things on there that's totally contrary. You know what I mean? Especially, a black woman. That's another subject. But just a woman, period. Don't no woman conduct herself like that. Just wild and unruly and talking to a man crazy. My woman don't need to see no shit like that. My women don't need to see anything where the man is looked upon as a bitch and the bitch talking to the nigga, she talking to the man like he's a bitch. No. That's not what needs to be seen. You need to be watching and hearing things that exalt game, that magnifies and glorifies game. That's what you need. The same way spiritual people are, because anybody that's ever lived a spiritual life, from a Muslim to a sanctified man to a sanctified woman, there's a certain discipline that comes with that. And you can take that same discipline that they use in spirituality, you can use that even in carnality and make it apply to what you're doing. You don't allow your women to watch and just listen to any damn thing. No. Because that demonic spirit will infiltrate that whole spirit that girl got and have her thinking all type of square ass thoughts and and I know y'all gonna laugh, but this not even too long ago, I had to tell one of my women, turn that off. She just loves. She loves. I'm talking about loves this song by Summer Walker called Reciprocating. And I like it too. Matter of fact, I think I liked it before she did, but she loves the song. And one time I was just too busy. I was too busy doing what I was doing. And she got into an attitude, and I looked and I said, is this bitch indirectly but directly sitting over there dissing the pimping? You know what I mean? You just gotta pay attention. Women will call themselves trying to diss their man and shit. But I looked at this bitch story, because these bitches is crazy. I looked at that motherfucking bitch story, and he talking about, I'm giving the same, energy, you know what I mean, now, okay, you don't got time for me, I don't have time for you. And I laugh, you know, I laugh because, I thought it was cute, but it was just the fact that you would shoot an indirect shot at me on the internet in your little story. And I said, no, we don't play them games, not in our family. You don't take our business. I don't even give a fuck if you speaking indirectly and they don't know who the fuck you talking about. I know who the fuck you talking about. You know? She wanted to come spend time with me. I wanted to sit up there and continue to read. And I knew if she came over, I wasn't going to have enough time to read. And not only read, you know what I mean? I wanted to do some YouTube videos and shit. And I know that if she would have came over, you know what I mean? We would have, did what we did and everything like that. And, the timing would have been off. Y'all don't even know. It's been some times I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna be back, y'all. I'm gonna be back at this time. Like, man, Sin was supposed to be at 7. And I ain't came back to 11 or midnight and shit like that. That's because dealing with hoes. You know? But bitches, just women's attitude. That shit, sometimes it do be cute. Bitch, all in the story talking about, I'm giving people the same this year. I'm giving people the same energy that they've been giving me. Oh my God, it kills me every time. This year, I'm giving the same energy that people been giving me. You don't got time for me, I don't got time for you. If you ain't willing to sacrifice to be around me, then okay then. I'm giving you the same time. I want to reciprocate it. Hello? Shout out to women from Ohio. Y'all something else. You know what I mean? Cause I've dealt with a few women from Ohio, and I will say y'all, y'all got that. I mean, women all over really, but I just like women from Ohio. Y'all got this little ghetto cute thing about y'all. But listen, before I leave, I just want to sit up there and hit you in the chest with that. For the young men that's listening, make sure you find a charity. Make sure you find a something to donate to, somebody to help that's gonna be a blessing to you. I want you to find somebody or something that you can donate to. Or, young P, why can't you just go to a school, your former school, and speak to the youth? I want you to be a blessing. It got to be documented. It got to be recorded or something. You know, Saying it's not gonna take away from you being genuine and sincere. Don't be a fool. You still sincere. It's just the fact that I need these things to be documented because if anything negative ever occur in your life, the positive that you did in your life can be used to basically show the true narrative and not the false narrative that they're trying to create about you in somebody's courtroom. So please, by all means, man, take heed to all of the game, all of the jury that came out my mouth, concerning ways on how to separate yourself. All right? Hey, matter of fact, mods, share the link to my Sinful to P and the Family channel. Yeah, somebody go get the link from the Sinful to P and the Family channel. Once again, this is my platform that I've created for the benefit of the people. If you're a content creator, if you're a musician, if you're a vocalist, if you're a business owner, whatever you want to promote in the video, just make sure that it's 5 to 10 minutes long. If you have other platforms that you want people to follow you on, you could also list that within the video. So you might be teaching about, credit. You might be teaching how to get out of debt. You might be giving some information concerning the law. You might be giving some information concerning, the body, working out, what to eat, what not to eat. Whatever information that you're conveying within these videos, I want you to get to the point within 5 to 10 minutes, and make sure that you also, announce all the other platforms that you want to be followed on other than just your YouTube platform that you have already created or what you're getting ready to create, If you got a book you want to promote, all of that. So hopefully, man, some of you guys will get popular off of this channel and you'll be able to build your own platform. And it's because, like I said, it's good that you've been in the comment section and you've been supporting me for some time, but don't worry about me. People like me, the game is always going to take care of. When you leave that comment section, when God elevates you, it'll be 10 more people coming right behind you. Don't even worry about that. Some of you have some gifts, and it's complete robbery right now that we're not being blessed by the gifts that's within you. So this is why I created this platform, to be a blessing, to the people. So if you want to send me any content, any videos, you want to send it to Philip Gilmore at yahoo.com. PhillipGilmore at yahoo.com. All right. So, and also, Mods, put the links to my Patreon. Best Patreon out there. There's nobody, everybody that's at my Patreon family will tell you that there's an abundance, of information on there. There's an abundance of entertainment on there. And of course, in times past, I've lost different, accounts because of certain things that I posted, simply because I wanted to have the best Patreon. And now that I have it, I'm going to continue to keep posting movies, to keep posting documentaries, to keep posting my content and content, man, that come from some of my loved ones that's going to be a blessing to you. So by all means, man, join my Patreon family today. But in the meantime, I need for you guys to make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, get the likes really high on this one, because I want the youth to not only know the truth, but I want them to be encouraged, to be a blessing to others. And I really would love for this to be a trend in the game for those that's eating at the buffet of the game, and you're in a position, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you presiding over hundreds of thousands, donating $10,000, donating $5,000, donating 2,500 or whatever you decide to donate, P, 20,000, 30, 50,000, whatever. That's not gonna hurt you, P. You're gonna get that back. Yes, the $50 tier. If you come to the $50 tier, which is the Pimp and Hoe tier, you will also be able to see everything that I post on the $5 tier. Yeah, that is true. That's accurate. But I appreciate you guys. I thank you for tolerating me. And let me look at the time. It's 2:00. I will be back at 7 EST time. We'll be back in 5 hours to speak on some other topics. So yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back 5 hours from now. Hopefully you guys will be here, 5 hours from now, so we can fellowship then on these topics that I'm going to speak on later. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like button on this. Make sure you share this video. Love you. It's been a blessing. Hope you live as long as you want. Never want as long as you live. Gone.